welcome back to my channel, to another Halloween video. I know, you obviously know, because you clicked on the title, you saw the thumbnail, it's the Spider-Man versus, like, Venom type of makeup, and I just fucking loved doing this. It was so much fun. I've never done this before, so it was, like, my first time trying out anything like this. So I'm just very excited, because I'm quite, like, I love doing, like, Halloween makeup and things, because it makes me get out of my comfort zone and practice and try new things on my face rather than, like, you know, just paint and draw and things like that. So it's just so much more fun when it's on me, because I'm just like, yeah! So yeah, I just, I don't know, I'm not huge, but I'm a Marvel, DC Comics fan, and I love doing these things. I do, like, I've watched all of the films, I think. I'm not gonna say absolutely all of them, because there might be one that I've missed, and I'm not gonna say, like, I've watched them all, and I know them all by heart. Or anything like that. Like, I'm not a massive Marvel fan. I'm much more of a Potterhead than a Marvel fan. But I still fucking love it, and Spider-Man is one of my favorites. I just love Spider-Man. Especially, like, you know, you can't go wrong with the original, like, first three films and everything. So I just thought I'd give it, like, my own little twist on it, do half Venom, and I love how when you, like, you know, do side, and then I'm just like Venom on one side and then Spider-Man on the other. Obviously you can still see the black here, so, like, I mean, maybe just do a crisper line, so, like, when you're, like, at a profile, I think that's the only thing I'd recommend. But yeah, I even put some, like, white contact on this side to make it look more, like, Venom-y. So when I move my face and my mouth, it looks like the teeth are moving, so I'm just like, whoa. It looks really cool. So yeah, I'm not gonna ramble too much, but I'm just very excited because I had a lot of fun creating this. It took me ages, flipping ages to do this, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead and get started.
Okay guys, I'm speeding this whole thing up because this look did take me 4 hours, and I just want you to see the whole process overall. I don't want to cut any bits down and just, like, give you a little tutorial on it, because since I took such a long time to do this, you can see each step, like, well enough, even as I speed it up. So for the Spider-Man side, I did my makeup like a normal type of makeup look, a daily type of makeup thing. If you want to know my face routine, there's another video on that, but yeah, I just did my face. I did apply cream bronzer, and then I just powdered my entire face, and then for the eyeshadow, I used the Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette. Just went with the cool taupey shade as a transition, so the black would blend out a little bit more, but you can just be messy. It does not matter. It's Halloween, you don't have to be super tidy, so I decided to just do that and then go in with the MEHRON Paradise AQ red paint. Now, I highly recommend these paints. They're very pigmented, they're water-based, or water activated, and they work really, really well, super pigmented. So the reference that I had for the Spider-Man side is actually the spiderwebs from behind. That's how I copied that. And I used an angled liner brush by BH Cosmetics and just created that side roughly. And then for the Venom side, I had to block my brows. There's a word for this, I always forget what it is, but I used glue stick for this and the RCMA No Color Powder, and then my Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C2. And I went back and forth with a wedge sponge, not my normal sponge, because I did not want to fuck that up with the glue stick. I did apply the concealer and blend it out with my regular Morphe sponge though. So I had to go back and forth and do that because my brows are very thick and the hairs kind of stand a little bit, like they don't fall flat once I apply glue or like soap. So yeah, that took a while, so yeah, just so you know that process, how long it took. Next for the Venom side, I'm using all of the paint, so it's the MEHRON white, the red, and the black. I go from lightest to darkest, and that side I am doing the eye. Over there I'm just looking at a photo for reference because I need to see how big I was going to make the mouth and everything, so I did the teeth right there, then the mouth bit, and just like kind of like the jaw muscle, I guess. And then I went in with the black paint, and for this I used regular paint brushes, like, you know, to do crafts and stuff, because I realized it was going to be a big chunk and I didn't want to ruin my normal brushes. Only when I have to do really detailed work I use mine for these paints, but either way, like, they come off really easy, they don't stain. Like, I absolutely love these paints, highly recommend them. So yeah, I had to use, like, you know, big fat brushes and then go in with a thinner brush to perfect around the edges, and that's when I started to go around the teeth. I did go lightest to darkest because the darker colors do blend with the white and everything, and I didn't want to create a grey mess. So I do recommend going lightest to darkest, or tracing, or doing something, whatever makes you feel comfortable if you recreate anything like this, or if you use the paints by yourself. Yeah, sorry, I'm running out of breath. I had to use a headband because I needed to push the paint into my hairline, as you say. so I get the full effect. Now, I started dragging the paint onto the eye to create like those venom-y bits. Like, it's very difficult to create, obviously. But I tried my best, and then I blended the middle bit onto the Spider-Man to cover it, because you know how Venom, like, you know, took over Spider-Man, really, and it always like brings out your dark side, I guess. So that's what I wanted to do with, like, you know, the whole covering of the Spider-Man side. And then I started to, you know, shade in the teeth with a little bit of red and like shade it with a slightly bit of black. Just the tiniest amount goes a long way, mind you. And then I had to pack on back and forth the white paint, apply a little bit of powder, because my eyes crease. I have creases and they're not deep set, like, but I have creases, and you could see it, so I had to do that. Anyway, I had to perfect the teeth there as well. I went in with the white again, then the black, and back and forth till I blended it to my desired look. And I'm really happy with it. I'm quite happy with it. Then I started to like look from the sides, and if anything else was missing with the phone. I do recommend using 2 different cameras and angles and different mirrors to see if you're missing anything, especially around the side, because I can't really get my side profile and see if my ear's painted or anything. So I started texting my friends and telling them, like, look, I'm so excited. And then I applied the contacts after I had a little bit of a food break, because that was taking so long to do this. And the contacts I used are like a mesh type of thing, so you can see through them. They're not completely color blocked. And then for the waterline, I didn't want it to be red, and you can't apply the MEHRON paints on your waterline because, you know, water activated, it just goes all watery and it's not safe for your eyes. So I did apply the P. Louise base in the shade 0.5. The white one would be best, but it's out of stock. And I just applied like a shade on top, like a white shade from the Morphe palette. And then I just went in with the special effects, like oil-based makeup and a sponge, the wedge, and I started doing it, blending it on my neck, like pressing it, stamping it on my neck. So where it creases, it won't like flake off or like fall off or anything. So I feel like for body, if you want to do that, that's a lot easier. And then I was just like playing with it, checking my ears, going back and forth, and as you can see, like, it's just easier if you see it from the side. And then I got my aunt to help me out to film my ear in, because I couldn't get it. But yeah, I got super excited whilst filming that. With the help of my aunt, I filmed my ear in, and yeah, this is the finished look, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really enjoyed creating this.
This is the finished look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it and enjoyed watching me create this. I've taken ages to do this, so obviously I had to speed it up a lot. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing this, especially the Venom side. Like, that's the one I wanted to focus on. It was really nice to like give it a little bit of a Spider-Man versus Venom touch. It was the first time I'm doing this, so I hope you liked it. And I am like a Marvel fan, DC Comics type of fan. I like watching all the films, and like I have a few like t-shirts, and I've like only read a little bit of the comics, so I'm not a huge fan. I'm not claiming to be, but I really like it enough to like, you know, do some Halloween makeup on it. Maybe you like it. If you do try it and like want to give it a try, honestly, all I used for the entire look would have been like the 3 MEHRON paints and black eyeshadow with my regular makeup. So I'm gonna try it. Or maybe you could do Venom like the whole face. So like it just looks really cool, especially when I put myself like at an angle here, and you can only see the Venom side. It looks so cool. I'm like, eh. And then, I mean, obviously you can see the black side, but if I cover it up a little bit, you can still see, like, you know, Spider-Man. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in my next Halloween video. Bye!